mess. In the dim light of that cold room with the open curtains above Thomas's bed framing the glittering spikes of icicles, and Robbie was happy and oddly impish again when he spoke after many minutes taking up his sex lecture. Here's a little fact you may not know, Tom. A cock is a perfect suction device. I mean, when you're in a cunt, your cock makes a vacuum that pulls out the semen of the guy who was there before you, so that you can be the one to hit the bullseye and have your genes passed on. It's very competitive what goes on in there. There are different kinds of sperm. Some are like the swift-footed ones, the wiggly swimmers whose job it is to make a beeline for the egg. And then there are these big bruiser sperm with stunted heads who run around beating up on foreign sperm, kicking ass, so those guys know they ain't welcome no more in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. It's pretty funny when you think about it. Far out, Thomas said, very sleepy and heavy, his mind empty. And then there are these little monkeys about the height of your knees, Robbie continued. And all these guys do is fuck. I mean, they fuck about 50 times a day. Anytime there's the slightest tension, they start fucking. And it doesn't matter who they're fucking. Boy monkeys, girl monkeys, brother and sister monkeys, mom and dad monkeys, granny and grandpa monkeys. They're just indiscriminate little fuckers. But it's so exuberant when you think about it. Just exuberant. A regular jamboree. And they have these hand signals they give each other when they're fucking, things that mean stuff like get a little lower. Yeah, that's better. Think about it, Tom. Think about everybody you'd have any tension with today. And if you were one of those monkeys, you'd fuck them. That sloppy shit auto mechanic who gave you shit about your car. That librarian so uptight you can't get a pencil uppercut with motor oil. Who wouldn't let you check out any more books until you'd settled your library fines. If you were one of those little monkeys, you'd have had to fuck her until the glasses steamed. Far out, Tom repeated. Far out. You ever six-pack a girl? Robbie asked, raising his head on the pillow next to Thomas. Did I ever what? Thomas said, his eyes flying open, very alert now. You know, six-pack. Robbie answered, shifting to lie on his side facing Thomas. And in the vague light he made the gesture of bringing his index finger and thumb together the way you'd hold the plastic on a sixer of beer. What you're doing is kneeling behind a girl and you bend her down and you take your thumb and stick it in her asshole and your forefinger in her cunt, and then slowly, real slowly, you squeeze them together. And when she goes, ooh, baby, ooh, you bite her ass. I'll tell you who's responsible for this story when I finish. And then you got your choice about what to do next, because she's all opened up. And if you want a butt fuck, you can try a little persuasion, or, you know, kind of slip up when you're humping away and get in there by mistake. Or just do the standard doggy-style cunt thing. I mean, you're in a win-win position, so to speak. Thomas laughed. Geez, Robbie, he said, you're like everything you wanted to know about sex, and you're so full of it half the time. And the other half, I don't know what. Robbie was silent then. I don't know either, he answered. And he didn't, for he had no real standard of comparison and no real wisdom in these matters, nor did Thomas. They both had deep instinctual feelings and emotions, but no words to put to these things at 21. All they could do was make it up as they went.